Oh my, we are live.
Live and in color.
Wouldn't that be something if you could figure out a way to stream in black and white?
You could just get a black and white camera, or turn it on the camera to black.
Oh, there should be an option. You could push a button and it would be. All right, everybody, welcome to the Nocturnal feeding show. We're a little late because we couldn't stop talking about those quarries.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm sorry, Skip.
I am not worried about it.
Now, Ed planned it like that.
I like it because I saw a couple that I didn't know existed. So
Yeah,
they were unique this week.
now I'm looking for them, Ed. Thanks a lot, Ed.
Digging in that block and getting different ones.
He helped me with about half of them that were pretty cool.
Yeah, they are cool. Go ahead and get the hellos out of the way. We got Latoya was first. We got Linda Worth. Sorry, Sam, she beat you. What's up, Craig? Gabriel's Glass Box. He went back to work, but thanks for stopping in. Ken Street E. Steve. Hello, Joshua. Benjamin Peters. Seville Steve, how you doing? Nancy B in Tennessee. Uncle Smiley. Dee Dee, how are you doing, Dee Dee?
Hi, Dee Dee.
Always in the chat. What's up, Bellfish? David, how y'all doing? He did an unboxing. I gotta watch it. I didn't get a chance to watch it yet. What's up, Lake Missoula Aquatics? Mexicali Fish Keeper, how you doing? Lifetime Aquatics. Hello. Jeffro. Hang on, I hope I get to meet you next year. What's up, Night Owl Aquatics? Whip was in the chat, wants to get tanked. Vanoski. Fish Nerd, how are you? Red Laser. Must mean either night. Yeah, he said night out. I thought he was going to say he's going to bed. What's up, my fish tank aquatics? I'm at the bottom of the chat.
Hey, guess what today is?
It's not my birthday.
It is It's Johnny No Shoes' birthday.
Oh, yes, it is.
And I think, as long as I didn't screw it up, it's Susie Q's birthday.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
What's up, Terry? How are you, buddy?
Hey, look who's here. Terry.
Wow. I miss those nights of streaming with him. Those were fun.
Oh, yeah.
Team Detritus. Well, this was a heck of a week. Started Saturday with an awesome auction that we had for the Amazon Research Center.
That was 2 weeks ago.
Really,
that was
Saturday.
No, Saturday.
2
weeks ago.
10 days ago. 12, 14 days ago.
Holy shit, I'm stuck in the past.
2
The
weeks.
reason why I was thinking, because everybody shipped their fish out this week pretty much. It's why I was a week behind, I guess.
Hey, can I say something about the fish auction that I want to get off my chest?
Uh-oh.
Which chest?
I'm scared.
Right here. I just got a message from the feral, and my fish arrived today, and they look very happy and beautiful. Thank you. That just makes me feel really good. So, Dr. Anthony, you want me to try sending yours on Monday?
No, I have no room for them right now. That's the problem. I'm limited in my tanks.
I got you. Well, this is the first time I ever used a heat pack in my life. And they made it, and I used your bottle technique, and they made it. So, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get us off track. That just makes me feel good.
Because
I needed some good news today.
I'm behind a week. I'm behind a week.
So, Ed,
Did you order Skip, down below are the epistos that Doc sent me.
What's that? I was reading chat. Sorry.
Oh, the in the tray, the epistos that Doc sent me, the video.
I forgot to monetize my show tonight.
They've already claimed a cave. They've only been in the tank one day.
Yeah, they were looking pretty feisty in the tank. I had a third fish in there, another male, that they kept him in the corner, upper corner of the tank. So,
in fact, yeah, after I put them in the tank, they disappeared. They only came out about lunchtime today, and they took over the one cave.
but he hasn't turned blue though.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
But he's out. He was hiding behind the sponge filter in that tank.
Okay.
So, but they're healthy. Cool. They were eating. So,
well, what do you know about arowana? Anything?
They get big.
Yeah, and I like to jump.
I know that, both of those things.
I know not to keep them.
And they like to eat smaller fish.
I'm good with all of that. What I'm not good with, I don't know if you can see this or not. Let me get over to StreamYard instead of Facebook.
A lot of them are illegal in this country.
I think he broke his back. Does that look? That looks wrong, right?
Could have been in a small tank.
It's in a 40-gallon. He's only about 6 inches right now.
Okay.
Is it your fish?
It's my fish. Yeah.
Yeah, it's. Did he come in that way?
No. So it's an acrylic, rounded corners glass. So he didn't like. And he's still pretty small. He's right around 6 inches right now. In a 40. I'm just growing him out till he can get in here before he can get ate by a big boy back there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think he freaked out and must have broke his back or something.
Could have.
Could it be genetic also?
No, he would have shown up already though. He would have seen it when he got it.
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't just develop worse over time.
Is he swimming funny or just?
Well, his he's got like a U in him, but he's swimming fine. He eats. Everything's fine except for he's bent.
Might have a growth spurt coming.
No, it could be like someone said in the chat. It just scrolled up a calcium deficiency. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know much about
that was what I was worried about because he only will eat Vitabites. So maybe he's not getting that. I've been told that that's basically candy.
Drop some guppies in there.
I can do that.
Give him some snails.
I don't think they eat snails. I got plenty of them.
You got that guppy tub though. I mean, he probably enjoy chasing them around too.
Can't
I know
hurt.
that sounds weird from a guy that loves guppies, but
yeah, I don't. Not today, Johnny. Johnny had a question I just saw. The next auction is going to be the 9th of November. That'll be the last one of the year. I made it the second. Was that the second Saturday? The second Saturday. So it's in this Saturday will be in 2 weeks, and that'll be the last one of the year because for one, the holiday shipping. And the weather's been, pretty decent. It's starting to get cold, but if one of the people that's going to be in the auction, they know how to ship. Like if you know how to do the heat packs and stuff like that, then you'll be all right.
So Curtis,
Yeah.
what did you have to say before Ed rudely interrupted you?
Ed's always rude.
I was going to
Sorry,
ask
Curtis.
Mr. Ed if he ordered those mollies I sent him the message about.
Oh, he sent me a really neat thing. And you know what? So much has happened in the last 24, 48 hours.
Hey, June.
I completely forgot about them. But he sent me a link to be able to buy Amazon mollies.
Yeah.
But yesterday started off great for me because the Chiefs got a really good receiver, and then things just tailgated downwards. Just spun out of control. So
Who'd you get as a receiver?
we got Hopkins for
Oh,
a fifth-round draft pick, and they're paying his salary.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But sorry, I don't want to talk about football on Skip Show.
That's fine.
Somebody asked how long he's about 6 inches, and Johnny said to feed him Dr. Basilic or Basilier or whatever.
Basiliers, yeah.
I don't use Basiliers because I don't know what's in it. There's no ingredients on the canister or anything. I have no idea what they have in there. So,
Whip, have you ever tried Northfin?
that's one of the ones I use. I use Northfin and Extreme and some curry.
Yeah, so the Northfin is pretty complete. They got some it's food, not filler.
Right.
And
The problem I had with Northfin is I have arowana sticks, which I had to hold off for a little while because when she came in, I mean literally 2.5 inches long, so it was almost as big as she was. But now she won't eat it; just sits there and floats. So I don't know if she doesn't
try
look at
pellets.
it. She does try the pellet. I do, but that's a curry. That's not great.
It sounds terrible, but I don't think anything beats
I use this a lot.
feeding them a guppy or two. I mean,
Sometimes
I do it for my Beischer, and I have a guppy with a bent spine. They get to go in with the Beischers, and they're not there the next day.
crickets would be a good one. I actually feed that to my African butterfly fish.
Yeah.
Roll him up. I can't see that. Oh, there it is. I got it. Northfin krill.
Okay, so
I have
this
that
is
one.
small because I'm using this in my community. Everybody's got to eat it, but I think they even have it up to 3 millimeters, so it's a decent sized pellet. And it's full of krill. So 85% krill.
Those little crickets that you get though for small amphibians and reptiles might be awesome because they float on top of the water and they kind of kick their legs. And I've watched those butterflies eat them, and it's so cool. And they have the trap jaw just like the arowana, so it'd probably be fun to watch. And it's always cool to see bugs get killed. I killed a bug biting me in the forehead yesterday. I was brushing my teeth, and a mosquito landed right here. And it thought I couldn't tell that it was on my forehead. Sucker.
And those float?
What's that?
Do they float?
They're slow sinkers.
Because I got this.
Yeah.
But
They're slow sinkers. They do, they eventually do. And then I've also been giving them Northfin's bug bites. Good Bug Pro.
Well, I think that's good food right there. My
So,
core
So I actually mix my own pellet. I have my own pellet mix. So I
do
use
too.
this. It's like half of this, and then there's Vibra Bites and those other pellets that I just showed you, the krill pellets. So it's a quarter each on that. Yep, there it is, Bug Pro.
I don't even know what's in here anymore. It's
And
it's
I
it's
also
all the
do these.
samples I've gotten over the years. I've gotten from Ben Ochart that sends me stuff every once in a while if I super chat.
You know what I would try? I would try dried black soldier fly larvae that are used. You know, use them in for chickens a lot. And because they're floating and arowanas eat things from the surface, that may, if it is a calcium deficiency, that should do something.
Okay. What was it called again?
A black soldier fly larvae.
By
Dry.
anybody? Or is
No, you can buy them on Amazon for, you can buy a 10-ounce bag or you can buy a 50-pound bag.
Okay. I will definitely take a look at that.
Yeah, when I use that, I used to use that a lot when I used to make up my own food. My own beef heart food.
Right.
Did you say if it jumped out of the tank or not?
Me? No, she's never left the tank.
Oh, okay.
I've that's a fear I've had, but she's never got out. Neither did my other one, except for one time when I was doing a water change and I had everything off. It was open top.
What do you guys think of the Sarah sticks? I like them, but I have no idea if the Severin eats them. That's all
Sarah's
I care.
pretty good. It's got a good name anyway.
Read Ed. As long as there's not filler in the first 4 or 5 ingredients, it's good.
See, you said about Dr. Basilier not having what they have in it. It's on it. It's on there.
Got to read German.
It's on the other side from the German. The English is on the right-hand side of the thing.
I've never seen it. I've looked a few times and I put it back because I couldn't find out. I couldn't see what the heck was in there.
Yeah, it's like the better tabs. I forgot I had it actually. I bought it at the Clash last year and forgot. I got it off of KJE Aquatics. We want feed this to the plecos, see how they like it. But the thing with Dr. Basilier, they don't get like real big pellets, do they?
No, I think they're all small because
everything's small. When I got them, I ordered the medium because they don't tell you millimeter size. It's small, medium, and large. Well, the small must be powder because I ordered the mediums. I opened it up. I mean, it's Endler food.
Yeah, the smallest fry food.
Yeah, I mean it's
a
like
spoon for the fry food.
Yeah, it's like powder. Even the medium pellets that I have, it's barely bigger than powder.
XXL pellets or this stuff is 2.8 to 3.2 millimeters. So, but for arowana, you're gonna want something bigger than that, right?
Well, right now that's fine.
Oh,
it's a small fish. It's only 6 inches.
Yeah.
So where'd Whip go? Whip,
I'm right here.
What temperature do you keep your tank at for the arowana?
I don't remember. I'm putting it in there right now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
As long as you're not water changing, we're all right with.
I took it out yesterday because the Oscar tank, the grow out Oscar tank over there it felt like it was on fire. I'm like, what the hell's going on in there? But it was only 80 degrees, so it's just my body temperature apparently.
So while we're waiting for Whip's temperature, I just want to say hello to SC Catahoula's because we ran into each other at the Carolina Aquatic Workshop 2 weeks ago in Raleigh.
Dog with him?
Yeah, well, he came in Sunday. He walked up to
my
me and
God.
introduced himself. Yeah, it was good. And Grant and Shelby were there as well.
Oh man, Shelby didn't show up for my thing I went to.
Well, let's Ed, take it as a
Well,
hint.
He taught me
she
how
is
to
sitting
enjoy
at
burritos better.
78.
She doesn't like red beards. Ed.
So
Oh, I don't believe that.
I know, especially with Grant being a redhead and he has a beard.
Oh yeah. But yeah, Shelby taught me how to eat burritos. Really good.
There's a special way to do that.
Yeah, I didn't know. If
Yes. She said, always order your burritos wet.
No,
And-
no,
and it means
that's not a burrito.
Covered in queso.
that's a chimichanga.
That's
Yeah.
an
No, that's
enchilada.
fried.
Ed, say
Chimichangas
that
are
10
fried.
times. Ed, say chimichanga 10 times fast.
Chicken chimichanga, chicken
Chimichanga.
chimichanga, chicken chimichanga, chicken chimichanga, chicken chimichanga, chicken chimichanga. Wow, it gets hard. Chicken chimichanga, chicken chimichanga. I can't do it.
I can't do it. Johnny, if you send me some, I'll try it.
What,
I
a
don't wanna-
chicken chimichanga?
No, not that. I probably would eat that.
I like a good
without
chippy.
Anybody
I
having
can't even say it now.
Yeah, Jorge, it has to be, well, yeah, a wet burrito is blasphemy.
That don't make
Oh,
right.
I want it wet and covered in sour cream.
That's not a burrito, dude. To me, that would be like an enchilada.
Yeah, a big
Yeah,
enchilada.
but I want a giant enchilada. I want a giant burrito covered. I had it with Whip. Whip bought me one that was delicious. Thank you, Whip, for being honest. Honest. Awesome.
Honest.
Yeah, I'm definitely not honest.
Whippy's trying to buddy you up. Wait.
All right, what do you want?
Yeah, what do you want? What do you want, Ed? He's
Chimichanga
trying to
thing made
buddy
me
you
lose
up.
all my words.
I will definitely try the Basilier. What the hell? Can't hurt. Could help. And I'll get
Well, and you could try a couple of guppies tonight.
I could. Although I don't really want to get her on live food. But at this point,
Oh,
I
I
don't
got
want her
you.
to die, you know. But
Well, get those soldier fly larvae. You know, if you look at what's that rapashi, a lot of food manufacturers are starting to use black fly larvae because it's more
bug-
How do you keep
sustainable.
the rapashi floating?
Rapashi doesn't float.
I know. How do you get it to float for his?
That's why you
This
put the
fish.
flies in. They flap their wings.
No, you don't. I'm just using that as an example, Ed, not to say feed that to your arowana.
Oh, maybe though you could like take a half a marshmallow and wrap it in a pashy and see if it'd float.
And sure, you
No, I
could.
wouldn't do that
Yeah.
because the fish will eat it. That black soldier fly larvae, flu ball bug bites use it in their.
Yeah.
And Bug Pro does too, doesn't it?
Bug pros, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the first
the problem
ingredient.
with Bug Pros is it doesn't float. It just she
Yeah.
won't eat anything that sinks.
Just get some
So-
crickets. Telling you, go to Petco or PetSmart, whichever one you have that sells crickets that they feed to reptiles or whatnot.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Yeah,
they're
like-
not really expensive. They're like what?
Are you? Do they come dead? Dead and
No,
dried out?
but that's what you want. You want them to be live at first. So, then
It
in
stimulates.
time you can start throwing in some soldier flies in there, larvae, and then they'll get used to eating just the dead soldier
You
fly.
know what that's going to end up being is 3,000 live crickets running around the basement.
No, you don't. You just buy. You better get a cage. Like I have. So what I do is I have one of them. It's plastic and has the vented lid and stuff. You can make that. They make 4 crickets. It has tubes going in the side of it, and the crickets go up in the tubes. And you can pull that tube out, and once they're on top of that water, They can't get out.
What can you? What about chicken feed that's black larva?
Yeah,
soldier
that's
fly larva.
just as long as the black fly larvae are whole. I mean, that's what I'm saying. They use them for chicken feed.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yep.
It's like 5 pounds for $20 on Amazon.
Yeah. I'm
All
going.
right, I'm looking at 11 pounds for 36, so that's a even better deal. If it's what I need. I mean.
Make sure you bring enough for everybody, Ed.
We got to get a refill of his juice. I'm telling you, the crickets, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not opposed to crickets. I just don't. I am not careful, and I know every third cricket is going to be running around on the floor somewhere.
No, it'll eventually die.
How about Doc? How about mealworms for him? That they're a little bit easier to control.
Yeah, but sometimes mealworms with that exoskeleton they do have is difficult for fish to break down.
Oh.
You know, and I've heard stories. I can't say this is true or not with reptile breeders, amphibian breeders who feed live mealworms that, you know, that chitinous mouth part they have, they've said have burrowed through the, you know, the stomach into the body cavity of the animal.
Yikes!
But I have never seen anything to verify that. But you know, that's stories when I used to breed dart frogs. That's stories you would hear all the time.
How about what you call it? Mysis shrimp, the freeze dried shrimp. That'll float, and you basically the shell is calcium.
I can try that too. I've seen that.
Yeah,
I mean that might work,
but
because it's going to float.
Mysis shrimp that can get pretty expensive though.
You just stretch it,
as opposed to 5 pounds of fly larvae.
Well, I'm glad I brought it up. You guys are giving me a try them all. See which one she likes best and see if it fixes her, or at least makes it a little better. She looks like that horse on, for those of you old enough to remember the Three Stooges, with the big bow in its back.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she reminds me of.
that makes me sad.
It makes me a little sad.
Yep. You see what Terry says there?
Nope.
The best food to raise them up is fin-head crickets.
Hi, Luke.
It's
Hey,
what?
Luke.
What's up, Luke?
Who has raised around 30 to about 12 inches to sell. Best food drops a yolk sack in a pinhead cricket.
Yeah, but yours is much bigger. I mean, so regular crickets. You could buy 12 at a time from Petco or PetSmart. You don't have to buy a whole box from, Rainbow mealworms.
Yeah.
And they sell them, small, medium, and large.
Yeah.
And they even prepackage them in those little cups, so you can just walk in and buy a cup and walk out.
Yeah.
I'm going to try it.
Yeah, it's worth a try.
I would, because I noticed the difference in the African butterfly fish, because whenever I'm going to try this, because they're like an arowana.
Yeah.
They're somebody said in chat that they're in the same family or whatever.
Whoops.
It actually looked healthier whenever I don't do it all the time. I do it once in a while.
Johnny wants to know if any of y'all sell fish online. I know Skull does, but anybody else? Not really, right?
Skull's a master. I shipped some fish to the north, the Great White North, this week, and they survived. And I made myself happy finding out today.
About 6 inches, Andy.
So about that big, Andy.
So
Get that magic tape measure.
my last fish I sent that died was 3 fish ago, and I mailed a betta to Iowa, and my fish store gave me a 3-hour heat pack instead of a 3-day heat pack. And it was literally in a block of ice.
Mm.
You know, you can get a 5-day heat back now.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, but you know, a lot of people don't think about, they want to tape their styro if they're using a styro box as tight as it could. So, don't want to lose any of that heat, but you're not allowing oxygen to go into that box too. So, you need to have a pinhole or a hole somehow to let some air exchange for that heat pack to work, because that heat pack, if there's no oxygen, no air movement, it's not going to get hot.
Yep. It has to have air. That's why you don't wrap it completely up.
Yeah.
You just cover it so it doesn't touch the fish.
Yep. Yep. A critique session. Critique of Ed's body. What are you critiquing?
Come on, Ed, show the guns.
Oh, yeah. Ugh. That kind of hurt my pec. My pec feels like it's sore now.
Yeah, Andy, that's what Terry said. They're surface eaters. I've never seen her go down after anything. She just eats
You hold it with
whatever's
tongs.
floating.
You can get a red wiggler and hold it with tongs when it grabs a hold of it.
Yeah, there you go. Although she's such a freak, I don't think she'd ever come anywhere near me.
Big fish and deal.
It was probably the only aquascape that won in 1920, because this was like in February when I went to the show, and then
wait,
the
1920?
COVID hit
1920?
2020.
in 2020.
Okay, 1920. I say, wow.
Damn, I wasn't even
And
born.
You copied what was going on in 1920.
I won.
We covered
Which was
that
awesome.
yesterday, Skip. We know
But
you
a lot of I think high level scapers were afraid to come. Because I even
Because they
scaped.
knew you were there, Ed. You put
Maybe.
fear in their hearts. You put fear in their hearts.
O'Leary, what's her first name?
Rachel.
Rachel didn't show up, so I had to scape her tank for her for the demonstration that was auctioned off. And I didn't bring any materials. They said, yeah, she was bringing all of her materials. So you got to figure it out. And I had nothing. So I walked around to all the vendors and just asked for pieces of things. And Super Cichlets gave me a ton of Dragonstone, and somebody else gave me Cichlets. I got a Buna Cichlets that I dropped in there, Africans. And it was pretty cool. And, hats off to all those people, all the cool vendors there. The vendors all showed up. It was just the talent that didn't show up.
So
you were there, so the talent was there, Ed. You were there.
Well, and what made me mad is they bought 5 different YouTubers free rooms, and the 5 YouTubers that showed up had to pay for their rooms. So they just had empty rooms for those people that didn't show up. And it was like, oh, man,
That's
that kind of
crazy.
sucks.
Where was that at? What's that in?
Washington, D.C.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It was really cool because on the way up, John and a bunch of other YouTubers were calling us saying not to show up because nobody was going to show up. And it's like, I've already drove 6 hours. I'm not going to turn around. And showed up, and it was so much fun. It was the most fun I think I ever had at a show because they let the YouTubers run the show. And we were all small channels. That's how I got to know Susie Q super well. She was there. Fish Tank Barn, Big City Betta, Oddball Aquatics, Haley, James from Fish Room Fever. He was with me. I'm trying to think if there was. I think there was one other person, but maybe not. But boy, that was a lot of fun.
No idea, Terry, what it means. Never looked it up.
So I got a question for you. Anybody going to the ACA in San Antonio in June? It's supposed to be a CARES presentation or show, whatever you want to call it. So, and it supposedly got everybody and their brother there. So this is the Triple Crown on steroids.
Yeah, it's kind of changed a little bit because the last date I saw was the second Saturday in May.
Yeah.
There's two different dates.
It's June 12th to the 15th.
They also have go to the there's the other one says it's in May.
No, this I just got the email from them because I'm a member, and it's the last. So this is the 15th. They've got it in June 12th to the 15th in San Antonio. So it's gonna make sure you bring you along, Johns. It's gonna be cold.
Yeah, I'll be there.
I'm thinking about it.
I'll be there, and they're gonna have a collecting trip and a bunch of other stuff too. So.
But I am not driving. I am going to fly in.
I might fly in and make vibes or somebody pick me up. That's how lazy I am.
Well, Select Pet and I decided we would probably maybe just take our own Texas tour and not do that because we're afraid it'll be so out of. I mean, the Triple Crown was such a waste of time. Other than being out with all my friends, the money side was stupid because we should have all just got a hotel and hung out for a weekend.
Basically, what we did, and Skip and I, we went drinking.
Yeah, but instead we paid for classes we couldn't even find.
Well, there you go. Yeah, we went on the Bourbon Trail. We suffered through it, right, Skip?
Oh yeah, we suffered. It was great.
That sounds like
Luke said he shared something, but I don't know how I find that.
Well, one would hope that they learn from the Triple Crown and they have a little bit more coordination. Because
I don't know.
It was like they had their one organization meeting and nobody talked to each other until the convention started.
I love going to ALA conventions that are just ALA, but it seems like they're the most unorganized people I've ever met at the Live Bearers. And if they find out somebody else is doing it, they just say, okay, and they put their hands up and say, thank God, we don't have to do it.
I didn't go to the Triple Crown, but it sounded terrible. Like it was just one of the most unprofessionally run things that.
Here's what I'll tell you. The speakers were disorganized. There was no one central place where they had a listing of the speakers, when they were going to speak, and in what room they were going to be in. Because basically it was hit or miss. But what was good about it, I guess because it was a lot of fun, was the Babes auction. And then hanging out in the lobby and then getting thrown out by the bartender because we were bringing our own booze down.
Yeah, we did.
You can do that anywhere, though. That's
I know,
the one thing
but
about
the
it.
thing was, we were out there till 3-4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, we did that at the Clash last year. That was awesome. I love it.
So it was that was nice about it. Hanging out with all the different people. You're going to run into fish keepers from all over the country to all sorts of different experiences, and that was fun. Just talking to people.
Mm-hmm.
The actual, the swap was good. I picked up some nice fish at the swap, reasonably priced, and the auction was good. But you had half a bag on by the time you walked out the door.
Well,
they were plying you with booze.
What I heard, and tell me if I'm wrong, or I heard wrong, wasn't it nobody wanted to actually talk to each other? Like there was, the groups themselves were filled with a lot of animosity towards each other. Like the Killy people didn't really want to talk to the live bears, and people didn't want to.
I think the Killy people were the most organized and only people that were doing stuff.
The
cichlid people just thought everybody was below them.
Yeah, well, it's like I said, it's like they had their organizational meeting and nobody talked to each other after that. So it was kind of like, I don't know, animosity is the right word. Oh, we went to Rusty Wessel's house. That was a great trip. Because he's got that whole house just for fish. And then they had the barbecue, and he's got his whole property. He's got koi ponds all over the place. And I think didn't he have fly river turtles in that one pond?
I don't remember. I didn't go.
Yeah, I think he had fly river turtles in the pond. In one of them, he turned a swimming pool into a koi pond.
Yeah.
Well, so that was good.
I can't find a date anywhere on their conventions or on their.
No, I got the like I said, I'm a member, so I get the emails, so it's in the current email.
Well, I'm a member too. I guess I could go to the email, but I don't like looking at emails.
Well, Paul, it'd be really cool if you forward me that email.
All right, Kurt, I'll send it to you.
Ed, Luke sent this aquascape that he did at his house, and he wondered if we wanted to critique it. That's what I'm showing up here.
Yeah, he's making us all look bad.
Right.
I love those pretty rocks that he had in your auction that were all different colors. That was so cool.
Yeah, I'm not the guy to ask for. I mean, I like them all except for my own because I can't escape a tank to save my life. It's rocks in the middle, and that's it.
Yeah, thanks, Luke, for making me feel bad again.
All right, Curtis, I just sent it to you. Ed, do you want it as well?
Sure. I mean, I am a member, but you can send it to me because it might make it easier to find the email if it's on top.
Yeah.
Those rocks you were talking about. Here's one of them.
Oh, it's Yahoo email I have.
They're pretty neat. I haven't used them yet.
Neat.
I want to throw them in the tank with the cichlids.
Oh, wait, I don't have your email, Ed.
My email is EDCE
Hold on.
J.
I'm not a typist. Hold on. Okay, ED.
You got the end part. You got the end part.
JKA.
Ed, they're talking over you. So please start again.
It's just my name, Ed Chaka.
Okay.
At yahoo.com.
What's up, Kenny?
And I got a thing from Boost Plants right here at the top.
CHAKA?
CEJKA, just like it sounds.
Yeah, just like it sounds.
CEJKA.
At what?
Yahoo.com.
Yeah.
Well, I was enjoying watching him escape. Thank you, Luke, for doing that.
Well, you got to critique it.
All right, Ed, it's on its way.
Okay, what would they... I like how he has an open space towards the front for the fish to come out. I like how he's built up kind of a natural scape in the back. The only thing I know that they might complain about is that the substrate looks like it's like uniform flat, and normally they like a little bit thicker in the back and thinner in the back front. That's the only thing I can see that they would say something bad, but they're really good at finding bad things that I think are ridiculous. They even complained about my water being slightly cloudy, and I had it on a what's it called? I had it on a polisher all night long, and somebody did something to my tank and stirred it up, and I didn't think it was fair that it wasn't my fault that it got stirred up, but I got points taken away from me for having stirred water.
Who stirred it up?
Ed, it's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy, Ed.
I think they were trying to get my crabs to come out or something.
Oh,
And so they were poking at my crabs, and it stirred up the substrate.
Ed, TMI. We don't want to be talking about your crabs.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about not this year, but last year when you did your.
Yeah. Never, ever bring crabs to your aquascape.
Mm.
that's-
Words to live by, Ed.
Yes.
I'm not saying anything.
I made a cave. I couldn't believe it. It's the first aquascape I ever had, and the wood was dragon wood. And so it really blew my idea of what I wanted to do, because dragon wood looks like dragon stone. It doesn't look like wood. And so I had to like really work outside the box to make it work. But the freaking crabs crawled into the trees. And I made a cave for the crabs to hide in, so you would see the crabs in the scape. But because this wood had it was so porous, the crabs just went into the wood. It was crazy. But I mean, that's part of the fun of it too. Actually, I wouldn't take that away, because it makes it more fun when you don't know what they're going to give you. So I'm not complaining. But I was just blown away. I'd never got this type of wood in my life, and all my because I planned on this stupid thing for months. And yeah, you got to work outside the box.
There's
But I
a
still had a
name.
pretty cool waterfall, or a pretty good cave.
There's a name who hasn't been around in a long time. Surf City Cichlids.
Yeah, hello, buddy.
Surf City.
Oh, Johnny boy.
He was watching football.
Yep, the Rams won tonight.
Now, they were playing against? Was it Seattle?
No, they're playing the Daniken Vikings.
Oh, that's
Oh.
why Anakin said that.
Yeah, he's depressed.
That's 2 losses in a row.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I was wondering why he said that. I was like, what did I?
Oh, there's Kenny.
Yeah.
He popped in. He's been very quiet.
He
No
said hello,
grand
but
entrance
none of us said hello to him, so that's why.
Kenny snuck in. There was no grand entrance.
Well, I'm looking at this website right here.
What website? I can't see it.
This Boost one.
Oh,
Now you're going to drop some
See?
big money in that website.
It was an
Twin
email I
Star.
got.
Well, that's one of them plans. It's hard for me. I can't do it.
I'm never-
I've never tried.
I'm never touching booths again.
Nope. I'll stick to Val and Crips and Moss and
Oh yeah,
all that easy stuff.
yeah. I can't I don't know. I just have a. I mean, for one, I did think. I've been thinking about it, about doing a CO2 tank, but I don't know. I thought about it, but that for me, I don't know. I don't want to get into all that equipment, I guess.
I've got a 40 breeder that I was going to do a CO2 in.
And I would be lazy.
I
I would be
still haven't
lazy.
gotten my thing from
Now,
Paul, your email hasn't arrived.
he brought this up last night. I know I've seen this comment before. But he was wondering in a 90 gallon, which of these three fish would, there's three fish there would eat guppies. That would,
None of them.
I mean, would they, I mean, I don't see him like eating them. Maybe he's asking like which ones would have killed them. Because here's the thing, I can tell you this: if you got plecos in your tank and there's a dead body down there, they would eat them up.
But are any of those aggressive? I have the Congo, and it doesn't do anything but swim around. Buenos Aires can be a little fin nippy. Maybe them. I don't know crap about it, Basmani.
I think if the fish is small enough, they'll eat it.
They may be harassing them enough that they're just disappearing.
Lucas LRB used to have sword tails with his Bosmani, and they were fine.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I know like the Congo tetras that I've had, I actually had them in with some pencil fish that were smaller than them, and they didn't mess with them. But the other two fish I never had before, so I don't know.
Yep, anything's possible. Though.
I want to get a group of Congos and grow them out for my 200.
Now, we were talking about on Headstream, the longtail, long-finned cories. Long-finned Congo tetras look pretty nice because they don't have exaggeratedly long fins.
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah.
There are some crazy looking Congo tetras out there that are, the off colors and stuff are pretty crazy cool.
I've seen gold ones that look pretty nice.
Yeah,
I've seen green ones that are
They're
cool.
finding all sorts of different species on those Congo tetras.
I'm trying.
Are they coming from the Congo River because the Civil War for years?
Mm-hmm.
So they're finally getting in there?
There's a guy that I've been watching. He's across the pond. It's Raw. His name. He has different Congo tetras all in one tank, and it's pretty neat. I didn't realize that there was different ones. I just thought it was just the one that I only knew.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Well, apparently importing fish from Africa is not the most reliable thing.
Yeah.
They don't.
They
don't send over what they're supposed to, and sometimes you get surprises.
Yeah, I don't know much about that one. I got to get Congo tetras again, man, because my daughter actually picked them out and she really liked them. Yeah, that's what I figured, Seville. So I think what happened was one of the fish, probably they didn't eat them. I think they probably just tormented them too much and they went to the bottom. And then the plecos took care of the bodies.
Mm-hmm. I've got. I picked up some Congos club auction about 4 months ago. They were small juveniles, really no color. Man, have they colored up nice. I mean, compared to the ones I've gotten in the LFS, it's like night and day. I mean, the ones from the store are kind of like washed out. It was kind of suggestion of blue and orange. These things, when these males fire up, blue stripe, orange stripe, no guessing about it. And it's bright. And they got a nice the fins. the fins are edged, and they have like a lining of white on the edges of all their fins. So they're going in the discus tank. They finally got big enough, so they're going to go in there. So Doc, I'm putting African cichlids in with the discus. These guys.
Well, look what he did to this tank. He's discus.
Wow.
You call yourself a discus person. You should be shot.
Why?
It's sacrilegious.
No, it's not.
What's up, man?
I keep fish that tolerate discus temperatures in with discus.
Oh man.
Good night, Gabriel. Actually, we're going to be signing off here in a little bit.
Yep.
Gabe.
I got to get up. Go and help my dad on the farm.
Uh-oh.
My alarm is going to go off at 4 a.m.
Okay, I am not getting up that early.
No.
That'll be Saturday.
Whip. That's what retiring is for.
That's when my alarm's going to go off. What's that?
That's why you retire. You don't have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
From your mouth to the good Lord's ears.
I had to wake up super early today. I had to wake up at 8:30.
Oh, wow.
That's Ed, that's hard. That's suffering.
I've already been at work for like 2 hours by then.
Ed, I don't know how you made it this far.
I took about an hour nap while I was dyeing my beard. But you have to be careful that you don't roll over when you got your beard dyed because you'll turn everything red.
Yeah, because then you don't get it off the pillow.
Yeah. But the cats don't get on me when I think they can smell it. So they just sleep by my feet when I'm taking a nap with that in my beard. I can't find the Congo Tetras. Dan changed his website a little bit. You used to be able to go to all the Tetras.
You know why? Because he's tired of people stealing photos from him.
Well, I give him credit at least. Darn it. Maybe he's only got his fish that are available too on here now.
Ed, maybe you need to breed them and then you can ship us all some.
He used to have a whole list of the different Congo Tetras of all different colors, and it was really a neat area to go look at them all. And I was going to show you all about it. Oh, look, Nancy said something with my name at the end. Just buy a red KC pillowcase. Problem solved. The problem is I have a Superman pillowcase, and it's red. I mean, it's blue.
Ed, you're leaning towards those Josh Allen colors. You get that blue going.
I have no shame.
That's for sure.
Do you have a race car bet?
No, I was never into those. I had a bunk bed and I used to pretend like it was a submarine, and I'd look at all the fish that really weren't there.
Well, I'm going to sign off for tonight because I want to go to bed. I'm tired. And
Good night.
I want to thank everybody for being here. You guys for being up here on panel. It was a good stream. Talked about some stuff, looked at some videos and stuff, and we'll keep her going. I don't know when the next one will be. I might do one next Thursday. I'm not sure yet. But if I don't see you in a stream or whatever, I will see you in November 9th for the last auction of the year. You guys,
let's say howdy to another Portland Oregonian person, but not really from Portland, but from Washington State. P&W.
Uncle Smiley?
That is Ryan. Ryan B from PNW Aqua.
Oh, I know that guy. I miss talking to that dude.
Oh, okay. You miss everybody.
I do.
Look, you got anything to say?
Nope.
Ed?
Jake.
Hi.
Dr. Anthony?
As June said in her comments, the head shake says it all.
Curtis?
See you all later.
And Paul.
Stay fresh, cheese bags.
All right. Good night, everyone. Hope you all have a good week.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Because this week is pretty much over.
Yep.
See y'all
Thank
later.
God.
Good night.